And welcome back to Electric Bike Mark. On this video I'm going to be riding the ENGWE D5 2.0 20-inch version, as you see it right there. One of my favorite e-bikes. And what I want to talk about on today's video is a New York consumer alert on EMOTOs. New York's Attorney General Letitia James is preparing to issue a consumer alert targeting illegal high-speed electric motorcycles, or EMOTOs, and scooters. This action follows heavy pressure from state lawmakers and comes immediately after a fatal crash in Lower Manhattan involving a 17-year-old riding an illegal EMOTO. The push for action. Legislative demands. A coalition of New York State senators sent an official letter urging the Attorney General to step in. Lawmakers noted that these high-powered vehicles are frequently marketed online and shipped directly to New York consumers who are unaware that they violate local street legality laws. The California precedent. New York officials are modeling this move after a similar consumer alert issued by California's Attorney General. That alert successfully forced e-commerce platforms like Amazon to halt sales of unregulated, non-compliant personal mobility vehicles in the state. Online sales loophole. While the New York Police Department, the NYPD, has successfully conducted retail crackdowns on brick-and-mortar storefronts, the city has struggled to stop online vendors from delivering illegal EMOTOs directly to residents' doorsteps. Key consumer and safety legal issues. The upcoming alert is expected to clarify the legal boundaries of micromobility devices in New York. Illegal versus legal. Many online EMOTOs exceed the speed and power thresholds allowed for street legal e-bikes and scooters, functioning essentially as unregistered motor vehicles. Sidewalk restrictions. New York law strictly prohibits any person from operating an electric scooter or motorized vehicle on a sidewalk. Consumer awareness. The state emphasizes that consumers should not have to guess if a vehicle purchased online is legal to operate on public streets. For official updates, go here, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's hop on and talk about this. And I think there's a couple things at play here. It seems to me, I don't know if it's just coincidence that every time I see situations going on, almost every single one of them involves a young person. And what I mean by that is a teenager or younger even. I don't know if that's just coincidence that every time I see these stories it's that way, or if that's fact, and I kind of think it's fact. And I think what basically, well, I don't know. I was going to say, I think what they need to do is crack down on younger riders, like maybe not allow younger riders to even operate on the road. Any kind of EMOTO. Actually, EMOTOs shouldn't be on the road anyway, I guess, if you look at it that way. I think what they need to do is, if the kid is under 18, then the parents need to have responsibility over their children and, you know, don't allow them to ride on the road. At all. But the problem with all of this is not so much the EMOTOs, but just the e-bike situation in general and cracking down on everything. The problem with this is that when you get a certain group that are doing things they shouldn't be doing, we all pay for it. You know, they blanket the whole e-bike rider community. They don't just pick out the bad apples, they throw the blanket over all of us. And I would really like to see them just crack down on the lawbreakers and see where you're at after that. You know, if somebody's doing crazy stuff, and this doesn't just pertain to teenagers, this full-grown adults, I've seen online myself, full-grown adults doing lots of crazy stuff, I'll just say that, on the road. This isn't in private property, you know, somewhere where you can do that, and, you know, if you wipe out and hurt yourself, shame on you for doing it, you know, but no, they do it on the road, and the problem with doing that on the road is the road belongs to a lot of people to share, and when you do crazy stuff like that, it's one thing to hurt yourself, but if you hurt others, that's not good. If you want to hurt yourself, well, then that's your fault for, you know, acting like that in the first place, but it's the innocent people that you don't want to be hurting. So I'd like to see them crack down on all that. Bikes are not meant to do wheelies on, you know. They have two wheels for a reason. And I always end my video telling you or asking you to, you know, enjoy your bike, but keep your wheels on the road. Like to me, the wheelie thing is just to show off with your friends, right? Or show off to whoever, you know, that look what I can do, look what I can do. You don't need to show off, at least on public roads. I mean, if you want to do the that kind of riding, wheelies and stuff like that on the, you know, private property, then so be it. But don't do it on the road. It's not just the wheelies. I mean, there's other weaving in and out of traffic. Just because you're riding a, let's say, vehicle that can weave in and out, fit through areas, doesn't mean you should be doing it. Think of the guy in the car when you're going left side, right side, weaving in and out there. Think of that and what, you know, like, that would, you know, that drives me crazy, that kind of stuff. Anyway, just ride sensible, normal, like a two-wheel bike should be ridden, not on one wheel. Unless you get a UC and that's your thing. Let me know your thoughts on this latest situation, and what do you think about EMOTOs? I mean, I see them here. I've seen them in young kids. We're talking kids that aren't even teenager, like 12 years old, and I see them on sidewalks. I've seen that, and also I have seen them like in residential roads, streets, blow through stop signs. I think maybe we should all just stop at a stop sign. I don't know. Just make it a habit. It's not hard to do. And I don't just mean bikes, I mean everybody. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, pedestrians. All of the above. I guess he's going that way. I mean, I'm just out for a nice, easy ride. First of all, I don't want to try to do wheelies. That's not my thing. I gotta say though, when I was a kid, This is not teenage, this is before that. We used to set up with our bicycles little ramps to jump over. You know, we thought that was great. But when you set that up, it was like you were jumping like 6 inches. You know, the little ramp that we had was like maybe 6 inches. I might be exaggerating there. You know, the height of a curb, basically. And who didn't, as a kid, kind of jump off a curb, right? Should you be doing that? No. But kids are mischievous, you know, and they try things. That's how you learn sometimes, you know. If you hurt yourself, it might only take one time and you say, okay, I'm not doing that again. Ah, I love this bike. Very smooth, full suspension. When you're out there riding, do you see shenanigans going on that makes you shake your head? I mean, I see things, and they're not even EMOTOs. We're talking traditional bikes that makes me shake my head. But somehow, riding a traditional bike seems to gives you more of a free ticket to do as you please, it seems like, anyway. Because you're supplying all the power to the bike, you're the motor, basically. It seems to give them more freedom to do, like I say, anything they want, which I think is totally wrong. Just like I've said with these electric bikes, you control the bike. The bike doesn't control you. And it's the same thing for a traditional bike. You control it. The bike isn't controlling you. And why I'm saying that traditional bikes do things that they shouldn't. The big one to me that stands out is on trails. I mean, I don't know how many trails I've been on where I've had traditional bikes just blow right by me. And we're talking some of these trails with pretty narrow width, you know, they're not that wide and they're curvy. I don't know how they don't know that somebody is around that corner. I'm always thinking when I'm going around a corner that somebody may appear, and I've got my hands a lot of times on the brake ready to hit it, you know, if I have to. But sometimes they almost make you feel like you're standing still. And I'm going basically right now is about the speed I go, top speed on a trail, right? 15. And they make it look like you're standing still. So how fast are they going? You know, between 20, 25 miles an hour? That's really fast on a trail. Really fast. The only time I could see you going above 15, which you shouldn't do, but if you were going to ever do that, is if you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're on a long straight, you don't see anybody, you know, in your way or anything, you know, you're just a straight line, then yeah, maybe you could go 20, but on a curvy trail, like a lot of trails that I've been on, not all of them, but a lot of them have a lot of other, you know, folks on the trail doing their thing, be it jogging, walking, riding a bike. These EMOTOs, though, getting back to that, the thing is, what they're riding is the Talaria style Suran, and now they're making like there's a lot out there now that are specifically for kids. And all of these roads that are, or all these bikes I should say, that are supposed to be off-roads, they ride them on the road. Not all of them, but a lot will just ride it on the road. Their intention on buying that bike was never to ride it off-road. Their intention was to ride it up and down the streets. And it's even worse when they ride it on a sidewalk. That's really bad. I would just like to see them enforce the law that already exists, rather than blanket everybody under the same scope or whatever. I don't know why my speed says 0. That's weird. But I am going to turn and do a UE here. There's our sign. Share the road. Because there's no bike lane here. See what it's like when you're sharing the road and 2 cars go by you like that? Most times when you're on a road like this with 2 lanes and there's no bike lane, cars will get over to the left lane and then go past you and come back. Now my display is back on. I don't know why it went off for a moment there, but nice out today. It's not too hot right now. It's actually one of the most pleasant mornings. There hasn't been too many pleasant mornings lately. It's been pretty warm. But it's not that terrible. I mean, I'd rather get out in the, I usually get out here between 9 and 9:30. I like to give the sun a chance to get up. And seems a little bit hazy today, but not supposed to rain. So give me your thoughts on the EMOTOs. Where do you think they should, should they do with this? Should the parents be responsible more than they are, maybe, with what their kids are riding and where they're riding? Because let's face it, who's buying this bike for them? Chances are it's the parent. Alright, that's going to do it for this video today. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified as to when the next video comes up on the channel, just hit that notification bell. And if you want to leave a comment on this or any other video that you've seen on the channel, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. Once again, thank you for joining me on this video. And until next time, be safe everyone, and keep your wheels on the road. See you later.